Hello, Arizona. Hello, Tucson. How are we feeling today? Are we ready to fight? Are we ready to win? And we will never, ever, ever give up. Let's get to why we are all here today. Because we're all here and we share in the frustration and the heartache from watching people in power actively tear down or refuse to fight for everyday working Americans like us. We're here together because an extreme concentration of power and corruption is taking over this country like never before. And we are here, most importantly, because we know that a better world is possible. We are witnessing an oligarchy in America. When those with the most economic, political, and technological power destroy the public good to enrich themselves, while millions of us pay the price. And our political system is ill-prepared for this abuse of power. In fact, much of our political system enables this abuse of power, starting with the role of money in politics. But I'm here to remind you that we are not powerless in this moment. People are starting to put the pieces together. And ironically, the most divisive forces in our country are actually bringing more of us together than before. And that's important. And I want to let you all know, in every single stop that Bernie and I have had in the last couple days, we were in Nevada a couple days ago. We were in Greeley, Colorado, way out there in Colorado. We went to Denver. Every single stop has completely blown out all attendance projections. Beyond elections, our task is to build community. Block associations, neighborhood groups, volunteer groups, church organizations, PTAs. Community is the tissue and the infrastructure for us to win. Union drives, standing with our farm workers. Standing together is how we win. Because community is the most powerful building block we have to defeat authoritarianism and root out corruption. It's not a mistake that all of this backsliding is happening after COVID, when we were isolated and apart. But then after that, they tried to keep us isolated and apart, because when you don't know your neighbor, it's easier to turn against them. So that's why what you do matters. Showing up to the community board matters. Showing up in person matters, because it becomes so much harder to hate someone you know. That is our mission. Don't think it's too small. There is no act too small in the next couple years. So I'll end where I began. We might all come from different places, Tucson, but we share a lot of the same experiences. So to all those who came here today unsure of whether this is where you belong, I want to say that you do. And truly, if you're here today giving this a shot for the first time, I want to let you know, no matter who you voted for in the past, no matter if you know all the right words to say, no matter your race, religion, gender identity, or status, no matter if you're a dreamer or a U.S. citizen, no matter if you disagree with me on some things, if you are willing to fight for someone you don't know, you are welcome here. If you're willing to fight for working people, regardless of who they are, how they identify, or where they come from, you are welcome here. Because here, everyone is valued. But I will say this, to those leaders on either side of the aisle who are willing to put their fellow Americans down so that they can get ahead or feel better about themselves, those folks might best find a home somewhere else. Because in this house, we stand together. Because here, we know that together, without exception, is the only way that we can win. I hope you see that this movement is not about partisan labels or purity tests, but it's about class solidarity. It's about the thousands of you who came out today to stand together and say our lives deserve dignity and our work deserves respect. No matter who we are or where we come from, we are here today to make a sacred promise to each other. Because our goal is not just to come together, share a few inspiring words, and then go back to how things were. We can't go back to how things were. Our goal today is to commit to building the kind of country we all deserve. So I want you all to look around. These are your brethren for the fight for our future. And I want you to look around. And if I can offer one assignment before we all depart here today, it is to leave this place connected to a new person you didn't know coming into this place. And I want you to turn to the people around you and greet someone you don't know. This is my favorite part. Now that we've done that, we're here to again make that promise, to take care of each other on our worst days, and to share in the successes of our best. Thank you, Tucson. It's my honor today to introduce someone who has spent his life bringing us together, someone who has given voice to the future that we deserve. Please welcome Senator Bernie Sanders.